I was really excited. I had actually read the book years earlier, and I read it on my own accord. I just picked it up, heard it was a great book, and I remember saying to my then girlfriend, now wife at the time, this would be the most amazing movie. So that when I heard it was being made into a movie, and I heard that Grant and George were doing it, I was so thrilled. And then when I read the script was such a great adaptation of a book, and I don't think it's that easy to adapt a book with that much kind of pathos and character. I mean, that's a really full book, and I think that they did an amazing job of adapting it into a screenplay. Yeah, so Tom is he's the JV coach. You know, Albrechtsen Al is the varsity coach. He's the head coach of the entire rowing contingency. But Tom is kind of the junior coach to Al. And when you meet Tom in the film, you know, he's basically Al's right-hand guy. You know, he's just as passionate about the boys. He is a rowing coach through and through. He goes on in his life to coach, become a head coach at other universities, and rowing is his life as well. And so you kind of see him as a sort of ally to Al Albrechtsen. But what he also is in the movie, which I love, is he's also sometimes can point to the counterpoint of what Al is thinking. I know when Al makes this big decision to send, the JV team instead of the varsity, that's a huge point of contingency between the guys. And Tom tries to point out to Al, hey, I don't know if that's the best idea. We have huge stakes, riding here. And ultimately, Al's decision overrides Tom's, and it ultimately becomes the right decision. But I think that's, there's a nice give and take between Al and Tom throughout the film. I think that Ulbrichtson is this amazing example of someone who is willing to put it all on the line for what he believes in. I think that's quite frankly what differs between Bolles and Albrechtsen. And Albrechtsen. The difference between Albrechtsen and Bolles is, Bolles believes in these boys. Bolles is committed to the team, but at the same time, he's thinking about his life and is this going to be too much of a chance to take? Whereas Albrechtsen, he's willing to risk it all in order to win. He's willing to risk it all because he believes in these boys. And it's through that belief and through that strength that these boys become the team that goes to the Olympics. This story is a great story, and it's a true story. And I think anytime you're telling a true story, you have a great responsibility to do it as honest as possible. And so for me, it's a great honor to be here, be a part of this film, to work with George and Grant and this incredible cast on a story that I love. Really, what much more can you ask for as an actor? So it's been a real joy. I think we respond to underdog stories because I think that's the story of life. I think all of us see an underdog in ourselves. Every day, we're faced with challenges and we have to overcome them. And whether who can measure how much of an underdog you are, but I think we all feel akin to that. And so I think when you see a story about that on this level, you want to rush to go see it. I know I do.